Al, let's go. All right, PDX Tonight, fun event, showcases rare Oregon beers. It's all part of Oregon Craft Beer Month. That's going on right now. Cassidy Quinn, of course, is there at Migration Brewing tonight. Cassidy.
Yeah, so Brian, we are here at Migration. Tonight is where the event is happening here. But yes, it is Oregon Craft Beer Month, so there are still events. I don't know, we have like 8, 9, 10 days left of July, so you still have time to check out lots of events, including the Big Brewers Festival happening next week on the waterfront. We will be there for Live at 7, but we want to hear from Brian, the Executive Director of the Oregon Brewers Guild. What really, I mean, we can always celebrate beer in Portland, but what is being celebrated for Oregon Craft Beer Month?
July is Oregon Craft Beer Month, so we have about 500 or 600 events that happen during the month. Bookended by ending the month with the Oregon Brewers Festival, which is the largest all-craft beer fest in the United States. It starts next Wednesday, and then on Friday we have something called the Falconer Brew-Am, which is happening out at Edgefield.
Wow, and with that name, that actually, Glen Hay Falconer, that's where the proceeds from tonight's event is going right now, and that's pretty cool. Usually we hear about lots of charities, but this one is a little different.
It is, yeah. So Glenn Falconer had a tragic accident when he died, and after that, his family set up a couple of events, one being this golf tournament that is next Friday out at Edgefield.
Wow, that's very cool. And the money goes to help like new brewers, right?
Yeah, so the money goes to scholarships at a couple of different brewing academies in the United States. So it's really helpful to keep our brewing workforce trained.
And is that all back into the Oregon brewing too?
It goes all over the Northwest. So, but a lot of the people that have won it have been from Oregon, yeah.
Excellent. Well, speaking of people in Oregon, we have Colin, co-owner here at Migration. So you got to pick out the 9 breweries that are on tap here tonight being celebrated. So how do you pick them out? And who's here?
Relationships. Yeah. Purely through relationships. I mean, Tom here with Widmer, we met actually when he was leading the brewing program over at Hopworks. And those relationships you build through the industry just kind of carry over, and it's always fun to highlight other people who are doing really fun things.
And the beers that are here tonight are kind of rare beers with the breweries, right?
They're rare beers, and they're beers that they want to highlight. I mean, that was the whole gist, was give us a beer that you are excited about, that you want to share with the public as well as with us.
Yeah, so Tom, with Widmer, you do kind of experimental beers with them. What's the beer that you guys have here tonight?
So we brought Murakami 7 IPA, and it's made with Murakami 7 hops from Japan, and it's the first time those hops have been used in North America.
That sounds fancy.
Very cool, very cool. These hops have a slightly green tea and pear-like quality, but we used them in an IPA. We collaborated with Spring Valley Brewery, which is an extension of Kirin, and so it was great to work with a Japanese brewery. We talk about relationships on a localized level, but that one's on an international level.
And which beer from Migration is being featured?
We got the Hope Double IPA. You know, we all need a little hope at this point.
Hope is always good, and of course we can hope that everyone goes and checks out all the rest of the events for Oregon Craft Beer Month. I'm still trying to count in my brain how many days left of July, because yes, we are almost at the end of the month, but the Big Brewers Fest, like we said, Brian, next week on the waterfront. Back to you.
11 more days, Cassidy, in the month of July.
Oh, thank you for counting.
I did the math. Thanks, Cassidy.